and stretch back and into child's pose. But make this a stretch. Make this a stretch where your hips are moving back and your hands are moving far, far, far away from your hips. The underarms are not going to collapse. Maybe even the elbows don't collapse. And now walk your arms over to the left and just explore the right side. Perhaps the left elbow is bent as you're extending even further with your right arm. And dropping into Ujjayi breath immediately. And the head can start to relax a little bit more, maybe even rolling out your forehead here. Getting down into those lower back muscles, but still continue to move your sitting bones backward. And then walk it back to center. And before you go over to the other side, come onto all fours and now just tuck your right arm under and through. So tuck your right arm under and through. And here, CO, hopefully we can get into that rhomboid. Pull the left hip back a little bit and really push your right arm down into the floor. Pull your chin up toward your left shoulder, making the left waistline long. Don't even worry right now or think about the right waist. And a little bit more, 2 more deep breaths. Just saying good morning to this upper body. Left hip is back. Don't even think about the right one right now. Just focus on bringing your chin upward towards your left shoulder, twisting a little bit more. And then inhale and slowly start to come up and out of it. Pull the left knee inward so that you're creating more of a tripod. Extend your right leg backward and side angle to the right. So right elbow is just going to stay bent right now. Right leg way behind you. Think about that outer edge of your right foot reaching down, and now pull the right fingertips way out in front of you. So you're stretching long through the triceps all the way down through the inner pelvis. 2 more breaths. How long can you get right now from fingertips to outer edge of your foot? And drive the hips up just a little bit, a little bit, a little bit more. Like you're trying to create an archway with your upper body. And then lower the right hand down onto the ground, pick the back heel up, and scooch the right foot over a little bit, over and out to the right. And now raise your left arm and twist. Now just dwell in the abdomen. Push the right heel back and breathe in and through your abdomen right now. Pull the chin upward, nape of the neck backward. It's like the two of them, the chin and the back of your head, nape of the neck, are in this tug of war. I'm really massaging around and through your throat. One more deep breath. Right heel back. And then lower your left hand down. Curl the toes under and downward facing dog. So Melissa, think about maybe instead of being in a long down dog, being a shorter down dog since your mat's not there and you don't slip and slide. And really accelerate the lift through your sitting bones. And now find the root of your index finger, your pointer, and see if that ball mound of the index finger can really push down so you take the pressure out of the outer edge of your wrist. And one more deep breath, just letting this venous flow, this blood come upward instead of downward, stretching the back of the legs. It doesn't have to be pretty, it just needs to be to feel good, like, oh yeah, good morning, body. Great, and then lower your knees down. And we're just going to pump the hips backward, walk the hands forward, and then come forward through modified plank into a little bit of a cobra. Maybe the elbows bend. I hope they do. The pelvis kind of sinks if the elbows bend and look up. And then exhale and press back. Remember, you're leading with your sitting bones when you go backward. And inhale, come forward, lead with your face and then your chest, elbows bend, you're in a cobra. And then exhale back. Maybe your feet want to separate a little bit more so your knees don't twist. And inhale, come forward. And exhale back. Think about the whole spine moving into extension whenever you come forward into your cobra. 3 more. Maybe you hear those vertebrae back there just kind of go click, 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 and into place. Last one after this. And exhale this time as you move into your child's pose. Still, the arms are going to reach forward, your sitting bones backward, and then walk the arms all the way over to the right side. Perhaps the right elbow relaxes completely into the floor and your left arm stays a little more active and tries to journey, to travel over toward the right. Your head can relax. Maybe roll out the forehead a little bit here, softening the furrowing of the brow, softening the uncertainties. And deepening the sound, the flow of your breath. To obtain and maintain what I was talking about earlier with the pause at the top and the pause at the bottom, what we know as retention in your breathing. Inhale, walk the hands forward. Just come upward into your tabletop and immediately tuck your left arm under and through. In order to maintain, obtain, and maintain those breathing practices, we just witness. I'm breathing in and hold. I'm breathing out and hold. Pull the right hip back. Don't even think or worry about your left side. And I just felt a big clunk out of my right low back around my SI joint. Maybe you will too if you really think about lengthening the right hip back out and away from the right shoulder. Left arm pushes down, your right arm's there as a guide, and then chin aligns with your shoulder. The right shoulder, the up shoulder. Push the left arm down there a little bit more. Two more breaths. Great, and then ground your right hand and come into your tabletop immediately. We're going to tuck the right knee inward. Left leg moves backward and you're in your side angle. First, just fine. Okay, I'm thinking about and feeling the left side of my body lengthen here. I'm driving the left hip up. I'm shortening the right waistline and then stretch the fingertips out and in front of you. The armpit kind of comes in toward your chin. So there's internal rotation that occurs in the top of the arm. From the bicep, from the bottom of the arm. How long can you get this left side body? How up can you get the left hip? Two more breaths. Great, and then lower the left hand back to its traditional place. Move the left foot far off and over to the left so you have a big, big berth between each joint, left ankle, right knee, and then raise your right arm. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Dwell in the belly. Whatever you didn't stretch through your right hip earlier in your twisting, thread the needle pose, you can feel it now. Push the left heel back. It's a very subtle way to open the hips here. Your right one in particular. Hips meaning all of us, not plural, both of yours. Great, and then lower the right hand down. Both knees on the floor. Instead of down dog, come down onto your elbows. You can interlace your fingers if your shoulders feel a little weak this morning. And then find your dolphin pose. So it's just down dog on your elbows. 5 breaths. Breathe as you accelerate and elevate through your sitting bones. Hamstrings are long. Breath is deep. It may start to get really clear that we can find mantra once the mind is clear. One more deep belly breath. Shoulders are getting strong. The biceps are getting strong. And then walk the feet backward. Walk the feet backward. And now you're on plank on your elbows. Lower the knees and lift them 10 times. Lower the knees and lift. The hips are not going to pop or bobble up or down. It's just knees down and knees up. 8, 7, crown head's moving forward. Your face is facing down toward your thumbs. 5, feeling and breathing through the shakes. Every time the knees lift, your calves stretch. We want to feel that stretch through the backs of the knees. 3, 2, and 1. Lower the knees down and come all the way down with your pelvis. Extend your arms back behind you. Your chest is up, meaning just the middle part of your ribs. Interlace your fingers behind your body. Interlace the fingers behind the body and then pull the knuckles back toward your heels. Push the tops of your feet down and into the floor. And breathe. Now separate the heels of your hands if they weren't already so that you can traction out your wrist from any pressure that you put in them. 3, no crunching or crushing through the back of your throat, through the back of your neck, and instead elevate the nape of the neck up toward the ceiling. 2, 1, and then release. Relax your left cheek of your face on the floor. Bend both knees, uncork them, meaning just kind of move them backward. Y'all know that word. And then bend, as you bend both knees, rock the legs left and right, left and right, left and right. 5, 4, getting blood flow back into the pelvis via the quadriceps. 2, 1. Keep it going and just turn your face now, turning your head to the in the other direction. Face turns to the left, right cheek on the floor. Keep rocking the legs back and forth. So we're bringing a little bit of pressure into those cervical bones. At the same time, still accelerating more blood flow through the quadriceps into the pelvis. 2, and 1. Exhale, just release the left leg. Reach back with your right hand. Grab a hold of your right foot. Turn your left palm down and drive the right leg up. 5, look down at the floor. Hug the right shoulder blade near the spine so you're engaging rhomboids here. Drive the right leg up a little bit more. 3, 2, organically strengthening your lower back while stretching your quads. 1, and release. Release your quadricep, right palm to the floor, right leg down. Grab a hold of the left foot from behind. Inhale, pop it up, elevate. Palm is down, look at the floor, stretching long through the back of your neck. 5. As that knee might try to pull out to the side, hug it back in. So you're using adduction, adductors, inner thighs are hugging inward. 2, 1, drive it up a little more and then release. Both hands underneath you. Inhale, push up position, no slacking in your belly. And then exhale, child's pose. 3, 2, 1. 5 times you're going to come through your cobra. Through your modified cobra. Inhale, pelvis is down, look up. Exhale, send the hips back, child's pose. Remember your sitting bones, that very inner edge of your sitting bones is what's leading you back. Cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Perhaps your extension, meaning your cobra, is a little bit more deep than it was those first 10 that we went through. 3. Think of this as pumping. You're pumping blood. You're drawing prana, your energy, up into your head. Exhale. And the final 2, really use the whole extension of your spine, including your face, your neck. Exhale. Last one. And downward facing dog. Down dog. Let the neck get long. That desire, that immediate desire to pour weight down through your hands, don't. Instead, elevate up through your sitting bones. Let your hips draw your shoulders long. That means your hips go up so that your shoulders get spacious. Left foot's going to step next to your left thumb for warrior 2. Left foot steps next to your left thumb, warrior 2. Right heel pivots down. Inhale, right arm down and behind you. Interlace your fingers behind your body. Interlace your fingers behind your body and open your chest to squat down for 3. Start to pull the pubic bone up. Now, as you do that, you're going to feel this whole inguinal, this groin area start to become more spacious. Hug the back right buttocks. 3, 2. Lay your left rib somewhere parallel over your left thigh and then pull your arms back for 3. Root the big toes, right? So adductors are on. 2, 1. Inhale, come all the way back up. Keep the hands interlaced. You're going to turn your chest forward just a little bit and then bow the torso down. Inside of your left leg, arms come up and over the back of your head for 3. 2, squat down a little bit deeper through the left leg, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Release your right hand to the floor. Pick the back heel up and twist. Raise your left arm up and twist. Rotate around the lower back. 3, 2, 1. We're not going to come out of it except to go into wide-legged straddles. So turn all toes long way through your sticky mat. Exhale and forward bend. Pigeon toe in a little bit, forward fold. 5. Your head is heavy, spine is long. Breathe. If your head's touching the floor, walk your feet in just a little bit so that you can explore the hamstrings, heels down, sitting bones up. A little bit more weight through the ball mounds of your feet, meaning less heels, more ball mounds. Sitting bones up, heels down. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lengthen the face up, heels in, toes out, and squat. Ho, ho, ho. All right, just rock a little bit left to right here. Let your shoulders shrug up near your ears. So instead of being here like rigid, just squat into it. Let your shoulders draw up toward your earlobes. And you're still rocking a little bit left to right, left to right, left to right. And then inhale and come up, straighten out through your knees. Bend your elbows out to your sides like we're going into goddess pose. And then squat back down. Now you're going to tick-tock left to right. So you're strengthening side bodies. 10, 9. Get your breath really flowing. Pull the back of your chest backward. Instead of leaning forward, pull back a little bit. 6, 5. That's it. Long, deep breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come all the way up, straight legs.
Great. And now come back down through your knees, back down through your knees. Now we're going to punch space. Now, as we punch space, so when your right hand moves over toward your left, you're going to straighten your left leg. And you're just going to punch space or kind of spar space where your hand pushes it away and push. So we're getting down through the side ribs at the same time, really strengthening the glutes. 6 more each side. That's it. Kind of moving through this primal body. 3, 2, 1. Finish. Left hand over to the right, and then inhale, come all the way back through center, straight legs. All right, move out of the pigeon toe. You're going to parallel your feet, hands onto your waist. Inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, and first half fold, and then exhale, find the floor. Both hands on the ground, exhale and release. 5 breaths. 5, 4. Root the big toe so there's your adductors are working. 3, 2, 1. And then travel back into your left foot. Left knee's going to bend. You're back into your lunge, and then left leg lifts. Down dog splits. Right knee slightly bend so we don't compress that hip joint. Left leg up. 3, 2, 1. Pull the left leg through for pigeon pose. Y'all know how to do that. Your right knee's going to be on the floor. Walk your hands back. Loop the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen for 5. 4. Close the eyes. Let the nape of the neck draw backward so that you move straight into your heart. 3, 2. We will go back into this pigeon, but in the meantime, we're going to come out of this and go into a twist. And that's going to happen this way. You're going to draw your weight into your left hip, sweep the right leg all the way around. Grab a hold of your right leg and then turn and twist to the right. 5, dwell in the belly again. 'Twist a little bit more, really rotate through the neck, through the shoulders. Exhale all of your air out of the belly and keep your twist. And now just bring your face over your left shoulder. Exhale all the air, turn your face back over your right shoulder. Stay here, inhale. Can your right big toe find the floor? Exhale, turn your face to the left. Stay here, inhale. Exhale the face to the right. Stay here, inhale. Exhale the head over to the left. Remember the pause, that retention breath. Stay here, turning to your left. Turn all of the body to the left, all of the body to the left. You're going to need to readjust this right foot. We did this last week. Bow in and down. You're bowing to your left. You're feeling like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that my knee to my hip could open this long right now. Maybe you find your left elbow on the floor. Maybe not. Maybe you just want to hold the tension right there. Whenever I mean hold the tension, I definitely don't mean become tense. I just mean feel that stretch through your body and breathe into that tension place as opposed to kind of collapsing and yinning, Y-I-N, yinning into the pose. 2, 1. If you're on your left elbow, climb back up. You're on your hands now. Left shin on the floor. You're going to climb the hips up. Drive the hips up. Hands are parallel and push-ups. 10. Maybe your hands want to go a little bit more wide to put less pressure through your wrist. 8. Keep the hips up and bring energy, prana, to your heart, through your chest. A lot of blood coming into your arms. 5, 4. The hips are not dipping. 3, 2, One, inhale, coming back up, back up, back up. Exhale, you're going to go right back into your pigeon pose. Right leg finds pigeon. Inhale one more time, back bend, just one breath, back bend. Find all of that alignment you found before. Hips are square, left foot is flexed. Exhale, lion's face out 5 times. Undulate the spine. Inhale, come up. Finding again that primal body. Get the air out. Get the voice out. It's a great way to move agitation. One more. And sink down. Find your way all the way down. Make it safe for you. I am safe. I am strong. Breathe in. I am safe. Breathe out. I am strong. I am safe. I am strong. 2 more. Relax the shoulders. I am safe. Hold the breath at the top in that safety. Exhale. I am strong. Keep the air out in that strength. One more. I am safe. Hold the breath. Feel it, feel it, feel it. I am safe. Exhale, I am strong. Navel retracts toward the spine, up into the heart. I am strong. Use your hands and that soft face to inhale and come up. With your safe, strong self, sweep your right leg around one more time. We're not going into the twist. Instead, you're going to reach around and grab a hold of your right foot. Your left leg is a nice prop for you already. Loop the shoulders back and then inhale, start to elevate the right leg. You don't have to straighten the knee. Some of you just can because that's your genetics. You're staying rooted down through your sitting bones. Shoulders are looping back. 5 breaths, right leg long. You already did your down dog split through this right leg, so it has that tendency already to be long. That elasticity is already warmed up. 3, your face is reaching toward your toes. 2, or you're just hanging in the tension, breathing through it. Last breath. Last breath. Bend the knee to safely come out so there's no rounding in the back. You're going to find the floor behind you and down onto your elbows. Both feet come to the floor. Inhale, uncork. That just means elevate your hips, kind of pull them further away from your elbows, and then pull the right knee and left leg out. Your left leg's going to hover up off the floor about 8 to 12 inches, and then switch. Keep the chin up. The chin is drawn to the ceiling, and keep going. It's like you're bicycling. But every time that that leg extends, I want you to really, truly, deeply feel that it is long, engaging that lower core to support your lower back. It's a natural tendency to engage the core, but I want you to really feel it here. 5 more. Keep going. Toes are spreading. You're adducting so that you're going to use your big toes and not those lateral sides of your muscles and causing hip pain and causing hip deterioration and causing outer ankle pain. 2 and 1. Exhale, release, release, release all the way onto the floor, chin out of your chest, both feet on the ground. Inhale, drive the hips up for 10. Arms are rooted, chest is elevated, hips are up, chin is up. Breathe, root the big toes, lift all the small toes up. Now find just the 5th metatarsal, just the baby toe and big toe are on the floor. I want you to imagine you have one of those red balls in the studio. You're hugging that red ball in between your inner thighs. If you want to bend your elbows, that's fine, especially if you feel like you're using your arms too much to elevate you. I want you to feel this in your back. Back is strong. 3, hug inner thighs. Big toes rooted, baby toes rooted, 3 toes in the middle are up. Last breath. And lower the hips down. Grab a hold of your thighs, extend one leg and then the other leg, and find fish pose. So you're going to root your elbows, point your toes, fish, chin out of your chest. Root the elbows, hug the shoulder blades toward each other. That's the support. Your rhomboids are strong right now. That's what's elevating your chest for 5. I am light. I am enlightened. I am light. I am enlightened. One more. I am light. Inhale, hold the breath. I am enlightened. Keep holding on to your thighs. Lift your face up, just your face. Your torso's off the floor. Your sacrum's on the floor. Reach your fingertips out in front of you. Your toes are spread, and tap the floor for 20, 20, 19. Hover down just a little bit more. You're not looking down, down, down. Your face is upward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Bend both knees slowly. Bring the knees in, grab a hold of your knees, and rock forward and back. Now, if you've got a hard surface underneath you, then rock on your side and back, and then other side and back. 4 more. 4. Can you get a little bit more playful with it? Like, wow, my legs really go up there. There's no strain or pressure on your neck. 2, 1. Last one. Come into a standing forward fold. Standing forward fold. Check in. 3. Let everything go. Reach around, grab a hold of your ankles and your calves, ankles or your calves. With your hands, pull your elbows back, squeeze in. Heels are down, sitting bones are up. 3. Can you pull the crown of your head toward your toes a little bit more so the stretch is deep, deep, deep through your hips? That's where our forward fold should be, is hamstrings, yes, but also hips. Last breath. And then bend both of your knees and find chair pose, please. Arms out in front of you, squat down chair, and then reach up, lift up, lift up, lift up. I know my arms are off the screen, but they're up. And then exhale, root the big toe and squat back down chair. 3. Inhale, back up, reach up, look back a little bit, back bend your body. There's your lower back. Exhale, squat down 2. 1 more. You're holding that red ball in between your palms right now. There's tension inside of your palms, causing you to adduct your arms. Exhale, last one here. Good, and then exhale, hands to the floor. Find your way, downward facing dog. 3. I feel it through your calves, up through the backs of your knees, into your hamstrings. Wrapping this energy all around the hips and the pelvis, around the perineum. Right foot is going to step next to your right thumb, warrior 2. Pivot the heel down, inhale and come up. Interlace your fingers back and behind your body. Hug the shoulder blades here, hold it. 3. Pull the pubic bone up toward the navel, kind of hug around Mula Bandha so that you can feel it again in that inguinal pelvic area on the left side, moving lymph. Root the big toes and then just lean the torso right, put ribs parallel over your right thigh. Pull the arms back for 3. Squat a little bit deeper, 2. A little bit deeper. And inhale, come up. The arms and the hands still stay interlaced. You turn your torso a little bit more forward and then bow down inside of that same right bent leg, but lunge it a little bit more. Arms over the back of the head for 3. Left thigh super strong, y'all. So I want you to feel your left thigh really internally rotating. Strong, strong, strong. Quads are on. Outer left foot is still on the floor, though. Okay, left hand down. Left heel up and twist for 3. That left hip wants to collapse a little bit, but don't let it drive it up. so that your one line is as if you do not have a joint in your hips. Right hand down to the floor, right leg lifts up, splits. 3.
Not only is this venous flow bringing blood up to your head, but it's also left hamstring stretch. And now pigeon pose, high pigeon for 5.
You're high and you're just breathing, nape of the neck back. There's that tug of war again between your chin and nape neck. Just feel the feels. I am bright. I'm compassionate. I am bright. Hold the breath. Exhale. I am compassionate. Inhale. I am bright. I am compassionate. Exhale. One more deep breath. Exhale. I am compassionate. Sink into your right hip. We're going to sweep this left leg all the way around with the left leg. Grab a hold of it with your right arm and turn to twist. You're propped up on your left fingertips. Y'all know the drill. Inhale, elevate, and then rotate. Every part of your spine right now is in some sense of a rotation, even that lower back a little. Dwell in the belly. Make this just a movement in the belly. Everything else will follow. It's like every cell of your body is making love to you. So with that reminder, give a little hug to Mula Bandha every exhalation, or I'm sorry, every inhalation. On your exhalation, turn your face over your right shoulder. Stay here, inhale. Rotate, exhale. Stay here, inhale, your turns to the left. Rotate, exhale. The retention in your breathing is super important right now. Stay here, inhale. Retention, exhale to turn. Stay there, empty out, suck the navel back. Inhale. Turn just the head. Exhale, hold. We're going to turn the whole body now over to the right. The left foot's going to kind of scooch forward so that you've got the space to play, to feel. Those of us that get into this kind of hip, pelvis, low back, front abdomen, like, ooh, stickiness or achiness, this is the maha, meaning great. This is the big pose. Can you drop inward? Remember, you're either holding the tension or the right elbow's on the floor. All right, if you're on your elbows, come up onto all hands, both hands. Push down through your right shin, hips drive up. Ooh, that's some new information in there, right? Notice if you need to readjust your hands 10 times, pump it at the heart. This is for the heart. Keep going. Yes, your arms are getting strong, but this is for your heart. Keep going. You are light. You are bright. You are enlightened. You are safe. You are strong. Keep pumping. 3, 2, 2 again, and 1. Come up and out of it. And find this left leg into a hamstring stretch. So as we come back, we're going to, actually, sorry. You're going to take your left leg around. Just kidding. Find your left leg around. Inhale, lengthen. Remember, you're undulating 5 times lion's face. Get in there and clean out those vocal cords. You don't need to live in your hindbrain. Inhale up. You have tools to work with it. Like lion's face.
Be that strong human that you are. I don't mean that anyone can walk all over you and you can just deal with suffering. Though you can. Last one here. Come on down. Hang down, get into the pose. Get into your pigeon. Square yourself and breathe. But I mean getting into that powerful self, that self. Letting it out through things like lion's face instead of saying things that you might resent later. Soften your face. I let the light in. I let the light out. Meaning you're drawing the light in every breath. And you illuminate, you share the light on the exhalation. Your passion in your work, you allow the light to come in so that you have the light to share, to give, to extend. Without that, you can potentially become void and just trying to continue to find some place from a long time ago where the passion was and the fire was alive. So right now, just really let the light pour in. Draw it in. You're not being greedy. Draw it in. You need it. You need it to continue to ignite and keep ignited. That fire and passion, desire of what you know is righteous that you can share. Inhale and find your way up. We'll sink back into the right hip. Now we'll go into the left hamstring. Grab a hold of the left foot. Now remember, you're not going to round your back and like force yourself in there. That's the ego, and the ego and the body will get hurt that way. Inhale and slowly start to raise the left leg. Just feel from the inside. Go in and watch. Maybe it's a little, maybe it's a lot. There you are. Hollowing out the armpits. 4 more breaths. It's not a super feel-good pose, but it's something to keep your body able, capable, agile, stable. And lift up a little bit more and release both feet on the floor. Fingertips in toward the buttocks. So we're not coming down onto the elbows right now, just fingertips in toward the buttocks. Now you're going to notice that as you lift up, we know these little tricep dips, okay? When you lift your hips up, you're going to dip just the triceps. Now watch, you're not dipping your hips. No, you're just dipping your triceps. So 20 of these. Face is up, pelvis is up, buttocks are strong. We're already at 15. Keep rooting down through your finger pads, not through the wrist of your hand. You're at 10, 9. There's about 3 inches. Drive the hips up a little bit more, a little bit more. Hug the buttocks. 3, 2, 1, and lower the hips down. Grab a hold of your knees, round your body to come down. Brace the nape of your neck with your hands. Elbows are splayed out. Pull the right knee in, left leg out. Lift your face up, chin up toward the knee. Don't tuck and curl. Just chin up toward your knee. Now your elbows are off the floor and switch. 20. 19. 18. Keep going. Chin is up. Head is up. Shoulder joints and shoulder blades are off the floor. Keep going. Keep going. You're isolating your core here. Pumping blood, lymph through these joints, keeping the toes spread, ball mound to the big toes of the guide. It's leading. No strain on the neck, but you're certainly strengthening the neck. 5. You can do it. Keep going. You're feeling the heat. 3, 2,
And 1. Go ahead and lower down and release. Both arms down by your sides. Both feet are together. Both feet are together. Chin out of your chest and drive the hips up. So did not bridge. I mean, it is with your hips, but not with your feet and knees. So feet are together, knees are together. Arms are down, chin is up. Now we're going to pull the knees apart. That's passive. And then active, hug the inner thighs toward each other. I want to get your adductors on, big toes down. Inhale, pull it apart. And exhale, squeeze. Pull it apart. If you want to add a little bit more for the calves, then you can lift your heels up off the floor. Squeeze, squeeze. If you get a cramp in there, just lower the heels down and stay with it. If you get a serious cramp, then of course come down and stretch the leg. Keep going. 10. 9. Keep the hips up so you're hugging around the sacroiliac joints, keeping them stable as you strengthen your inner thighs, groin, your urethra, your anus, your vagina. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, come down, lower down, and release. And stretch both legs out. Flex your feet, flex your feet, flex your feet. So now your heels are fully pulling away from your shoulders. 3, flex the feet as if there were a wall, like a tilted wall, like a 10 degrees tilted toward you wall, and your heels are really pushing forward. Your toes are pulling backward. And now shorten by looking in at your abdomen. Look in, lift your hands up off the floor. Push, point the toes, push your arms down, pull the chin out of the chest. It's like fish, but not a big one. Flex, look in. Point, look back. Flex, look in. Point, look back. Flex, hands off the floor, look in. Point, look back. Flex, hands are up, look in. 3 more, point, look back. Flex, look in. 2. Flex, look in. Fish. Flex, look in. This is the last one. And fish. Come to fish and hold. 5. Lift your lift your fingertips off the floor if you want a little bit more. 3, really hug the rhomboids. 2. Last breath. Chin up, chin up, chin up. And release. Take a little mini shavasana here. Just let your body completely unravel, unwind. We're almost there, but not fully. Bring both knees into your chest, slow and easy, slow and steady, and rock forward and back. When you get to that 5th one, we're coming up, standing forward fold. Coming up, standing forward fold. Last one, rocking back and forward, standing forward fold, and hang here. Reach around, grab a hold of your ankles, maybe the calves, elbows behind you, hollow out your armpits, pull the crown of the head toward your toes, sitting bones up, heels down. 3, 2, a lot of blood into your face. Let your face muscles go. Let your skin just drip right now. I know that sounds horrible as we're all aging, but it's so beneficial. All right, find the floor. Left foot's going to move back and behind you. Wide-legged squat. Squat down. And then inhale and come up. Okay, so now as you find your squat here, we're going to wrap a hand. Y'all remember this. We're wrapping a hand. Doesn't matter which one because you'll just do the opposite here in a moment. The knees have to go out. There's this like they're stacking somewhere middle between the ball mound and the heel, okay? But meaning they're not in and they're not too far back. Pull the pubic bone up. We're squatting down, making the fist, relaxing the shoulders as you come up and back. Move the arms back. 10. See if you can get that sound going, that when you come up, hugging the buttocks and the quads. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, One, and down, and then back up. All right, just take a break, do whatever you might need to. Maybe stretch one side of the body and then the other side. And then we're taking it home. Find your wide-legged squat again, opposite hand on top. You'll know which one. Relax the shoulders. Squat down, your elbows and shoulders are relaxed. Come up and push back. There's that vital human, that strong self, pushing it back. That doesn't belong in my psyche. That doesn't belong in my mind. That's not my light self. Push it back. Not under the rug, right? We're just like, nope, not for me. Right? 5. And come up. All right. Find your way onto your back again. Woo! I needed us to do it. You know, when you're just called to do it, had to do it. Knees to the right, stack them, left arm out to the left, and look leftward. With your left hand, grab a hold of your left shoulder and start to make rotations with your left shoulder. So your knees are to your right. You're holding onto your left shoulder with your left hand and rotate around. 10, 9. Dwell in the belly and the shoulder. If you hear any clicking in there, then you're making your circles a little too big for right now. Dwell in the belly. And switch, rotate, maybe uncork in the middle, and then take both knees to the left. Grab a hold of your right shoulder. With your right hand, feel, breathe, dwell in the belly. Retention in your breathing. Remember, you're making those circular motions with your right shoulder, but if you hear clicking, it's too big for you right now. Another option is to kind of uncork your left shoulder and get more of your spine toward the floor. Probably won't get on the floor, but like the left ribs will get on the floor. 5. And that just brings your right shoulder a little bit more toward the floor, gravitational pull downward, so that you can rotate, rotate, rotate. 3, 2, 1, and release. Come back, hold on to your right knee, extend your left leg out, bow in, and lower the torso, straighten your right leg, keep the foot flexed, hold it, bow in, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, and then our right leg straightens, arms straighten all the way behind you. How long can you get here right now? And then switch for the left knee. Left knee comes in, hold it. Bow your chin into your left knee. Everything's just lining up right now. You're just saying, okay, practice. Whether I favored one side or the other, we're all balanced right now. Flex your left leg, left foot as you straighten your left leg. Bow into it. Yes, and then lengthen left leg all the way down, arms straight back behind you. How long can you get through your left side body? Everything's aligned. And release, arms down to the floor. Grab your sticky mat or grab your thighs, tuck your shoulder blades underneath you, and then release your arms and hands. Breathe in and hold your breath. I am light. Exhale. And therefore, I am love. Inhale in. I am light. Exhale. I am strength. Inhale, hold your breath. I am light. Exhale, I am compassion. Inhale in, I am light. Hold your breath. Exhale, I am enlightened. Let everything go. Your body knows to breathe. You don't need to focus on anything right now except being in your relaxed state. Noticing that every muscle of your face, your shoulders, your neck, your chest, your middle back, your belly, your lower back, your thighs, your hips, your knees, calves, and ankles, everything is relaxed. And then even let that observational self go. Breathe in, hold your breath. Witness, notice, yes. Roll over onto your side and just let your forehead touch the floor and make contact here. Relax the facial muscles and all the muscles in your body again. Prostration, not in exhaustion, but quite the opposite. Prostration in appreciation, gratitude for the light, gratitude for the chance, the ability, the chance, the opportunity to be the light for yourself, for this planet, for others. Peel yourself up into your seat. Align just as your body knows how to do. This is your new homeostasis. You're back. Namaste.